Hi guys, I'm Rob, YouTube's granddad. So the question today is simply, is meditation right for you? There's lots of answers for that, but for me, I think meditation is um, vital to most people's lives, even though they don't do it. Um, so I'm sitting casually today on a sofa, which you can do meditation here. Everyone has preconception ideas that, you should be a Buddhist monk or something like that, shaved head, legs crossed, you know, doing the poses and uh, chanting and all this sort of stuff. Now, I do some of the chanting. I meditate in several different ways. There's different options on how you can do it. Um, what I would say is it's all about finding the right one for you. Try, experiment with different ones. Have a look online at all the different types of meditation that are out there and kind of see what works for you. So, give you an example. I sit down, nice and relaxed. You can have some Buddhist music on the background, chanting and that, if it helps you. You can have some music, nice and quiet, if that helps you. Just do what you find will work for you over time. Now, again, location can be key. People find it more relaxing in different environments, doing it in different ways. So I'm going to give you a few examples of what I do over time, what I find helps me get peace of mind really more than anything else. And I don't always just sit still, cross-legged, chanting Buddhist mantras and things like that. I do lots of different things to try and help me do that. So let's start being nice and relaxed. So you can do it like this, or you can do it like this, or you can do it here, just sitting in your car, relaxing, maybe having a bit of music on. Personal choice. This is what it comes down to. It's as simple as you like. I would always suggest somewhere quiet, so you got time to relax and take it easy. Or you could do it here. Or you could do it here. Sitting on the bench, looking down at Chichester town. I'll show you where I'm sitting and relaxing. What a view. You can sit somewhere like this and just relax. Just be at peace, be at calm. You just need to take it all in. You need to let sometimes to take a moment out of life and just calm down. And some people find it easier to sit somewhere like this and meditate. Sometimes it's not always full-blown in meditation. Sometimes it's literally just to take a moment out of life and relax and just be at peace. Don't have too much noise around you. Just let life calm down just for a little while. We all have busy lives, and sometimes we just need to take a moment. Or you could do it here. Or you can go for a nice peaceful walk in the countryside. I mean, not a bad view to have, is it? So again, cup of tea, but again, peaceful. I don't think enough people go into the countryside anymore and just take time to relax and just, sorry, we'll see if I just tried it. But no, I mean, not enough people do it. To take a long walk in the countryside. I mean, listen to all the noise. Really? I'll keep quiet and you listen. How good's that? How could you not be at peace up here? How could you not be at peace up here? All I can hear is nothing really. A little bit of wind, birds, wildlife, the odd rambler walking around. To be honest, that's about it. I mean, it's not the greatest day. I mean, yesterday was really hot. Today it's come out a bit cloudy and that, but sometimes that's a good thing. You know, when you want to think about life, I mean, look, you know, when you want to think about life and everything else, you know, having a moment just to keep quiet and listen to nature is awesome. Just bumped into a really nice couple of dogs walking along, and just generally just said hi. You know, it's just great. You know, you can think about these sort of things. You know, come to places like this. I mean, not everybody gets a chance to, but if you can come to places like this and relax and just, you know, stop that busy lifestyle, get that weight off your shoulders. And sometimes it's nice to just be on your own, just not have people around you and quiet. I'll show you where I'm walking now. That's where I've come from. Look at that. Me personally, there's not many things in life that can top this. Just a gentle walk through the countryside. No noise. It's just brilliant. But there's always places you can stop, sit down. I mean, you can bring a blanket, a little chair, whatever you want to do. Me, I can walk places like this and sort of just, I don't know, free my mind. Just make everything that little bit better. Yeah, see? Cyclists going along. Also that. I mean, the rain today, a little bit drizzly, but it just doesn't matter. Honestly. Get out of that race. You know, it's never too far to go and take a moment. Look at that. Other little towns down that way. Look at that. It's great, green, plentiful British countryside. I grew up on a farm for a few years of my life, and then like sort of suburbs, but we were sort of country still. And there's one place I always found peace. You know, you can't hear anything. You can't hear any cars, planes, trains, automobiles. I can hear some birds in the background. A couple of people on the push bike just went by. You know, can you think of a better place to feel at peace? Because sometimes when you like try and meditate at home and things like that, you just, you know, some people can, some people can't. It's all about determination and realizing the benefits of meditation. But, you know, I will show you how I meditate. Sometimes you don't need to have a sit-down meditation where you try and either chant, clear your mind, balance yourself, quiet those voices or sounds in your head. Sometimes you just need this. Disconnect from the busy world that we all have. And you see in the big distance there, I'll try and zoom in when I'm doing this video. This is the cathedral. When was the last time you heard sound like this? For me, it's one of the only places I hear it. I love coming up here. It's peaceful, quiet, tracks. You can walk around everywhere. You go up and over the hills. It's by where I'm at the moment, it's called the Trundle, is where you park up. It's just, well, it's where the Goodwood estate is, where they do all the horse racing and everything else. It's just be up there. It's so popular with people who just want to, get the kids out, take the dogs for a walk, just want to walk in the countryside. But what I would say is, either you got to drive 15, 20 minutes, half an hour to get somewhere like this, do it. Yeah, do it as often as you can. Sometimes we do have busy lives and we can't. Sometimes, if we try and do stuff at home, sometimes it's hard because maybe noise of the TV, traffic, kids, it can be anything that can disturb you from getting a bit of peace and quiet. And people find different ways of actually doing that. And I'll go through what I do. I'll be honest, what I've actually helped people do over time. But for me, walking somewhere like this, peace and quiet, it just helps me reset my batteries, settle me down, calm my mind, clear it. You can't beat any of this. You really can't. I'd highly recommend it. People go on big holidays and everything else and get all stressed out by going on holiday even beforehand, and yet come somewhere like this, you get more peace inside yourself than you do anything else. So you can do this, or you can do this. Hi, welcome back. I'm Bob, YouTube's granddad. So the discussion today, and on the previous clips that you've seen, is to do with meditation. Is meditation right for everybody? The simple answer is yes. Every single person can meditate. There's lots of different ways in which you can do it, which I've shown in previous videos. But with everything in life, it's all about finding that inner peace. It doesn't have to be a religious thing. For me, I've spoken about it in the past. I'm a Buddhist. Now I meditate in certain ways, and I don't always stick to the same kind of meditation. Sometimes I find changing it up helps a lot. So for instance, I'm now sitting on you can't quite see it, a fold down chair. It's actually meant for meditation, that I bought off Amazon. I'll leave a link in the description below to see if that helps people. I find it handy because you can fold it away, it flat packs under a sofa, a bed, but you can then just get it out when you want it out. Because I don't always meditate the same way. See, for me, I've also got Buddhist prayer beads. Now again, it's a way to help you focus. So again, you can either wrap them around your hand like that, or you can simply just put it around your neck. As long as you're trying to meditate, there's nothing wrong with how you do it. You do what you find works for you. For me, this works for me most of the time. But I do other things, like I've already shown you. But you need to find what helps you. There's so many issues in the world today. that we're all putting up with within our lives. So the question is, do you have to sit like this? Absolutely not. I mean, the reason I've got this chair is because it's padded quite well, and it sits flat on the floor. But there's a little, like a little arm at the back that keeps it about so far away from the wall, so the back tilts a little bit. And the reason I have to have this chair is simply because after a few accidents over my life, I've had my leg smashed a bit, my back's gone, things like that. So I can't always sit cross-legged like this, or if I do, it's only for a limited amount of time because my right leg got arthritis in the knee a little bit. So sometimes I'll sit like this. You can sit with both legs out. Whatever makes you comfortable. There is literally no rule fits all. Whatever suits your personal self, through either things that have gone round with you, what you find more comfortable. I did try once because I see these different videos on like laying down and doing it, and I thought, well, that's quite comfy. Problem was, I sort of drifted off, so that wasn't a good thing for me. So let's go for meditation. So again, we've gone through how you can sit if you wish to. Just sit what is comfortable for you. Like I've shown you in the past, you can do it walking, you can do it sitting on a sofa, sit on the floor in front of the sofa with cushions under you. Do whatever helps, what supports your body and makes you feel comfortable. Now, the ideal thing is just to be sitting upright when you're doing this type of meditation. I'll give you examples. Like, most people want to be at peace in their mind. They don't want to listen to all the stuff that goes on in the world and everything else. And it's a thing, when you wake up in the morning and just for a split second or a few minutes, 5 minutes maybe, there's just, you have no stress, no worries. And then all of a sudden the world hits you again, and then you start thinking about work, thinking about all the stresses, the problems, money problems, maybe relationship problems. And things like that, and then your mind just like all filled, and you start getting anxiety, stressed about what's up and coming in your day and things like that. And we all get that. We all get that. And so same things like for me, obviously I travel. I like going to Thailand, and as soon as I get to the airport and you hear the person on the counter go "Sawadee Krap," to me, whoosh, the whole burden of life goes off my shoulders. And I don't ever feel like that until literally, I could even be on the plane coming home, I still don't feel like that. But the second I walk out the plane back at Heathrow, it just feels like I walk out and then all of a sudden a big jacket sort of sits on me, the weight of the world again, if that makes sense to some people. I'm sure some people can actually relate to that. So for me, there are 3 forms of meditation, and again, this is my personal that I've come up with for myself, that I see as 3 forms of meditation. First one is you can have a meditation, you can sit something like this or however you want to do it. Some people put the fingers to get that, and sometimes it's because it's a way to concentrate. And maybe they've seen it in a video and they just find it a way to focus the mind on this. See, as a Buddhist, I have prayer beads. A lot of time with Buddhists, they have a statue or something of the Buddha, and it'd be just above eye level. But again, you don't need any of that. Sometimes you just need to clear your mind, which is hard. People think, oh yeah, I can do that. You can't. It's not something you can just sit down and do. You have to practice at it. Now, so literally, if you just sit here at peace, now I would always suggest closing your eyes. For instance, for me, I've got meditation music in the background, which you probably can hear slightly. I find it easier to have a bit of music playing. Now again, what music relaxes you? Think about that. Me personally, I prefer this type of music rather like singing music, because I think with this music you can just chill out a little bit. So for me, it's literally fingers like that. You close your eyes if you wish to clear your mind. Just close your eyes. Take deep breaths, slow deep breaths. and breathe out through the nose. Now, different people will do this in different ways. Now, if for some reason, again, it's not all one size fits all. If for some reason, like I used to have like blocked sinuses, then breathing in is okay, but breathing out, I couldn't manage it very easy, and it was really distraction from what I was trying to do. Eventually, it sort of sorted itself out. But again, if you can't do that, then just breathe in and out slowly. And the idea is gentle music in the background. Just slow your heartbeat down. Just slow, deep breaths. And just think about the things that either are annoying you, that get you wound up, the stresses of your life. And I found, now again, there's so many different ways people do this, but I found thinking of water. Think of the waves lashing around on the beachfront. Just sort of concentrating your mind on them. And if you focus on that, you'll find eventually that all the other things that you were thinking about that were, they kind of sort of drift away. Not completely, nothing ever goes completely. But just think of the waves. It works for me. And then when you get to a certain stage, just think the waves going a little bit slower, lashing the ground, lashing the sand, just a little bit slower and slower. And then gradually turn all those waves, and you can change what you're looking at. You can change it to a pond, and you're looking for stillness within the water. Your mind is like a still pond. The water, crystal clear, no ripples. And then someone throws a pebble in, and it disturbs and disrupts everything. But that's okay, that happens. But just relax and have those thoughts. If you want to, have a thought. Throw it into the pond. Let it ripple. And then just slowly let the ripples disappear. Now this will help some people, but not all people, because again, we're all different. Now, second part of 3 forms of meditation for me is, and one can be reflected into all the others. So, is letting go of the anger. We all we all get angry at people, situations, driving a car, politics. I'm not going down that road, but it could be anger at the situations in your life, outside your life, things that are out of your control. But again, you have to deal with anger. Now, me personally, I always tell everybody I work with, always talk about what's annoying you, what's upsetting you, because there's nothing worse than holding on to anger. At the end of the day, it's the same as the Buddha said, that you're holding on to a hot coal. The only person that's going to get burnt from that is you. If you let go of the hot coal and talk about what is annoying you, anger you, you'll be surprised how well you release that anger, release that stress, release the anxiety. It always helps. It does. And again, it's not for everybody. Some people can't do that. Some people will get, like, they can meditate and feel really peaceful. And you think, yeah, I get that. Then all of a sudden, one of those thoughts creeps back in your mind. And then all of a sudden, all that meditation you do feels like it's going away. But it won't. Over time, if you meditate regularly, I'll be honest, I meditate probably every other day. I try and do it while I'm just sitting there watching a bit of telly or listening to a bit of music on YouTube or something like that. But again, what helps you? Find what works for you. There are so many videos online that you can just watch and help. For me, and I will put a link in the description for this. One of the people, when I first really seriously got into Buddhism and started reading stuff and once YouTube came along and everything else, the one person that really helped me, because the stories that she would tell, who was a Buddhist monk. Um, Her channel's called Enthusiastic Buddhist. Again, I will put a link in for that. She's got so many videos up, and yes, a lot of it is catered towards being a Buddhist, but it doesn't have to be. You don't have to be a Buddhist to meditate. It's that simple. The other form of meditation for me is reflection. You know, reflect upon your life, reflect upon the day. You know, I've spoken about it before that so many people like think of the past and always yearn to be back in the past again because it was always better, or that's what they perceive as always been better. You know, maybe when you were younger, a kid, without all the burdens of life, anything else. But you know, reflection is about looking back, realizing what happened in the past. For me, anyway, and realizing where you are now in your life. Everything that's ever happened to you in the past, good and bad, has made you the person you are today. And for me, it's all about liking yourself, because you can like a lot of things, love a lot of things, but if you don't like the person you are, you will never ever be happy in yourself, and you'll never be happy in your life. And reflections can be down to your daily thing. Like I would always suggest, when you go to bed at night, take 2 minutes, even if you're lying in bed, take 2 minutes, a bit of peace, quiet, and think about maybe something that's annoyed you, even just for that day. In one of the books I have at work, where I have to write a load of notes for what I do at work, one of the first things on the first page I wrote down is be better than you were yesterday. For me, that works. Yeah. But again, find what works for you. There is literally not a right or wrong. I find it's like people going to the gym. It doesn't matter how overweight you are or not overweight. It's the fact that you made a conscious effort and gone to the gym. You know, meditation. I can meditate for quite a while now. When I first started, it was a struggle. You know, I'd get about a minute in, 2 minutes in, and then I'd be looking at the phone, see how long I've been meditating and things like that. And go, is that enough? And I was like, whatever you could think of, I've probably done it. But I can meditate for a long time now, but it does take a while, and you have to stick at it. And at some point, you get past this bit, and all of a sudden you find it's easier for you. You can manage to do it a lot better than what you have done in the past. So meditation is for everybody. It can help in your life. I mean, with some people at work, over time, I've sort of cultivated like some people at work that kind of have a lot of issues, a lot of problems with life. You know, and I won't go into details, but either it's family, work, someone at work has annoyed them, they get really angry just for no reason, but they know that, and they talk to me about it. And quite a few times I've met up with people. I've done this with people one-on-one, done meditation with people. Sometimes I've just met them randomly somewhere, you know, quite quiet and anything else, where they can just talk to me. Sometimes they just need to rant about something, which again is absolutely fine. But sometimes we need people that we can do that with. Now, whether or not it's someone like me, maybe it's your partner, maybe it's your brother, sister, friend, good friend, you know, girlfriend, boyfriend, husband, whatever it is. But we all need that one person we can talk to. And I don't know now, there's about 13, 14 people from work that I see out of work on a reasonably regular basis. Normally I get messages about, is there any chance we can meet up today, because they've had a real bad day at work, you know, for whatever reason. And I will always go out of my way, if at all possible, I will meet them as soon as I can. And like I say, it's all about just talking to somebody. Sometimes when we get in those situations, we just need somebody to understand and listen And that's the important bit, is someone listens. So for me, reflection is all about that. So try meditation, look at lots of different things, try lots of different things, find if walking helps, if you're in your car and you're out, sitting down the seafront, walking around the woods. Because all I've done with this video is show you things that work for me, and hopefully it gives you ideas on what might work for you. So I really, really hope this one video just helps that one person who just starts looking into it and helps them in their life. So again, I will put my email in the description, and if anybody has any questions or want links to certain videos that I watch or have listened to in the past to help with this sort of thing, then by all means message me and I will message you back. It's never an issue. Or if you have a simple question, just put it in the comments. That's never a problem either. So as before, unfortunately, like all other YouTubers, hit the bell icon, subscribe and like the video. That would be much appreciated. So from now, be at peace. This is YouTube's Granddad signing off.